Hello and welcome. So, I have quite the pile here. Have you ever felt like this after you are done making a journal or several and you've made all sorts of fun ephemera and items, and then you're like, well, now what am I going to do with all this extra stuff? Well, stick right here. I'm going to show you what I've come up with. All right, just 1 second. All right, I'm back. I have the file folder that I filled with all of my, well, not all, I still have a pile to the side, but a lot of the fun ephemera. And you can see I used a craft color file folder, and let's just kind of take a look. So here, again, I just used some of my leftover bits, added some fabric and lace, and then there's a pocket right here. Well, let's take out some of the small things. So I put the small things in the front, and you can see it stores a ton of stuff. So this would be really fun to send in Happy Mail. This would be really fun to include if you are gifting a journal or selling a journal. Oh, packed in there. So I put a whole bunch of like tall tags, journaling cards, all sorts of really big things, and then another journaling card. And so I just added some bits, right? And then right there. And then I'll show you, once I show you how we cut it, I even use this. So there was nothing that went to waste with this file folder. And then I use these to store some bits of ribbon, washi tape, and then what's really cute is I love that I love that I did this. But I added one of those pins to kind of keep it there. And for the washi tape, I just added a little, what is it called? Glue dot, I think is what it's called. Sorry, I have to look at my drawer to remind me. Yeah, I just used one of these little glue dots to keep the washi tape down, because it's like paper washi. If it was regular washi, it would obviously just stick. All right, so then on the other side, I did a little bit different. Take these out. This are the sides of the, man, my English. These are the sides of the file folder, and I just cut them, and then I added them here as a belly band. So let me take this out so I can see all sorts of stuff that you can add. And then, let's say you're making one of these for yourself and you're not doing it for a gift. You have all of your Christmas goodies or botanical or whatever kind of journal you're making right there with you. Because if you're like me, your desk becomes an array of mess. What you can't see off camera is clearly a mess. I had to like just clear off my board here so I can make the video. All right, so back to this. So this I cut off either side, and there's, I don't know if you can see, there's the two pieces. So there's one, and then, oh man, then we go like that. So you can have like two little belly bands for adding larger pieces. And again, just use scraps for the top. I glued this to make it firm, you know, like a little more stable, but you could leave this open and then that would also be a pocket, right? You could just glue or stitch on the sides and then you would have a really big pocket, and that would be kind of cool too. I mean, there's endless possibilities. You could cut this off if you didn't like the tab, or maybe you have one that's off to the left or right and it looked a little awkward. You could trim it off. Yeah, you could add just fabric. You could do all sorts of fun things. Okay, so let me make one of these. So yeah, I just love how much it holds. I mean, this is so fun right here. I'm thinking that I will make this one and then a couple more, and I'm gonna list them with all the goodies in my Etsy shop, and that would be kind of fun. All right, so I'm gonna set this aside. Actually, I'm gonna keep this close so I can refer to it. And then I have, see, my pile is leaking onto my mat. Okay, so I have just a regular file folder. You could also use Dollar Tree file folders. I mean, any file folder would be perfect. And see what I did? I'm gonna cut off the two sides, right? Like that. So let's do that. And I just kind of made it sure it was equal on both sides, so it's 2 inches on this side and 2 inches on that side. Let me get my cutter. Oh, sorry. Oh my gosh, sorry. I'm knocking it over. All right. So 2 inches. And then flip it around. And two inches. So now we have this. Okay. I'm gonna put that too far. So then, in this part you can, it's up to you. I mean, you can say, like I folded this down right here. So I wanted kind of a taller pocket. And this doesn't have to be exact. This can be whatever you want. But if you're measuring, it's 2 3/4. So about 2 3/4. And then I'm just gonna trim this off. That's going to make the taller pocket, and then this is going to make the shorter pocket. Okay, so let's add some. All right, you know what I just thought of? If we want to not have the edges or whatever, we could do decorating of this first. Let me close my door. My son's talking on his gate. Side. Music sheet. There we go. I think that'll work. I love that this uses the entire file folder, so there's no waste, and I also love that it's a project you can do using up your bits that you have left over after a project. I just love anything file folder. I don't know if that's the teacher in me, I have no idea. I just love using file folders. There we go. Okay. That looks good. And again, if you want to ink this up, probably should have done that before I put the glue on. I just get so excited. All right, stick that on. If you don't have a sewing machine, this looks just as cool without stitching around. If you do, I think it looks fun when you stitch around it. And let's add something down here. Maybe this piece. So that looks good. Okay, do you remember when I said the pocket, you could have a pocket at the top? What was I thinking? You're using the pocket right here. The way that you would have to do a pocket at the top is if you put two file folders together. Good grief, Cara Brandon. So ignore that part. I don't know what I was thinking. All right, good grief. You're probably, while I'm saying that, saying, Cara, no you can't. You can't do that. I tell you, sometimes. Okay, moving on. So now we're gonna do the belly bands, and see this part that we cut off? These become the little dubers that you can clip on. Again, that you don't have to, but I thought it was kind of fun to be able to use the entire file folder. There we go. And I'm going to take this piece and use it to measure. There you go. All right, let's decorate this. All right, we glued on the raccoons and the scrapbook paper. There's a piece we need to trim off from the other side. There we go. And now we can add these here. Where did Santa go? Right here, add a little glue. Okay. Okay, that looks good. I don't really want to cover my raccoons. Okay, and then last, I just want to glue the sides, and then once it's dry, I'm going to add some stitching, and then we can fill her up. All right, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I have stitched around the edge, and then I thought it'd be fun to add some tabs on this one, so that we can attach these to the tabs. So I wanted to show you what I do with these. So for the corner, I just use my corner punch, my corner rounder. Go around like that, and then do it to this side. And then for that little bit, take my scissors and I just kind of go around like that. Okay. Now I need my crocodile and some eyelets. Maybe down here. right, so I'm going to collect some things to add to these, and then some attachers.
What you'd like me to do.
Alexa's talking to me. Alexa, stop. And I will be right back. All right, I've collected some ribbon and some pins, and then we're just going to add some to our little cards we made. I'm going to secure it. So just think, you're working in your December daily, and then you just have all this stuff at the ready. Kind of cool. I think it'd be kind of fun. Have your little envelope of goodies, or your folder of goodies. Okay. And somewhere, I need some jump rings. I need my gluey thumbs. So I'm gonna add a jump ring. That safety pin, like that. So we need just gonna leave the two so they kind of dangle at different heights, I guess. I think that will be okay. Make sure they're closed. There we go. Cute. Do the same thing with this. All right, and let's just load her up. I'll be right back with a full file folder of goodies. I'll be right back. Okay, here is the full file folder full of goodies. Looks so fun. Like I said, wouldn't this be fun, Happy Mail? I think so. All right, so this will be listed in my Etsy shop. What do I have going on here? It's stuck. Okay. Oh, I have to fix that. I think I have an extra pin on there that I don't need. Okay, so this will be in the Etsy shop if you want to check out the link below. And I'm just going to show you what kind of things I put in here. And on the Etsy listing, there'll be pictures listed as well. So one of the embellishments I made in one of the videos. Then just lots of tags and ephemera. And some journaling cards. All sorts of fun stuff for documenting December. Button cards that you could add buttons to. So cute. An envelope with goodies inside. ephemera, tags, coffee dyed on the back. I think that's in that pocket. And then back here, 2 of the journaling cards that I made, and more of this, and one of these little pads, and more ephemera back here. And there we go, plus the 4 little samples of ribbon. I have to fix that one, he's coming off. Okay, so yeah, check out the listing if you are interested, and it will be on the Etsy, and then you'll be all ready to go. All right, thanks so much for watching. If you, I would love to see, and if you make one of these, I'd love to see pictures. My Facebook group is also listed below if you want to check it out. I'd love to see what you make. All right, have a wonderfully crafty day. Bye-bye.